In these sessions, I'm going to talk about these two terms. The first, research design. And is research design different from design research? Let's look into research design. It is a procedural plan that is adopted by the researcher to answer questions validly, objectively, accurately, and economically. A research design is a plan, structure, and strategy of investigations so conceived as to obtain the answers to the research questions. The plan is the complete scheme or program of the research. It includes an outline of what the investigator will do, from writing the hypothesis and their operational implications to the final analysis of data. It is a complete scheme of the research that you planned. Meanwhile, design research it's a research approach which is focusing to design and to develop something, some programs or some design artifacts that the researcher would like to design, and therefore he or she adopt design research. In your textbook, chapter 7 and chapter 8, Ranjit in chapter 8 has described in very details of the types of study designs. Okay? Study design is a part of research design. It is the design of the study per se, whereas the research design also includes other details related to the plan and the process of carrying out the study. These are the components of a research design, which is a complete scheme of a research program. For example, methodology, selections, and the justification, and data collection procedures. The important question should be asked, population and sampling procedures, instrument to be used in data collections, secondary data if the research is going to adopt some secondary data, and also the main component of research design is also needs to cover data analysis. These are the aspects that normally should be covered under your research program or your research design with different focuses. The first focus, perhaps in your research design, is to focus on the purpose or the nature of the study. Usually, there are different types of nature of your study. It can be exploratory, descriptive, or hypothesis-based kind of nature of your study. Or a research design could be related to the types of investigations, which is more towards causal explanations or correlations types of research, in which for these types of investigations there are different types of study setting. It can be field study, field experiment, or lab experiment, or it can be explained in terms of the researcher's interference towards the experiment itself, or the interventions that you introduce in your research. There are minimal interference, moderate or excessive interference, which you need to design or think about before carrying out a research. Other aspect which sometimes we need to focus on is also unit of analysis of your research design. whether it is individual as a unit of analysis to provide responses to your research, or it can be the organization or a group of participants as the unit of analysis of your research. Unit of analysis has a strong influence on the way of how you formulate your research questions or your research items in the questionnaire design. Of course, another aspect of research design is related to time. So you can explain your research design based on the time horizon, whether the research is a cross-sectional or longitudinal types of research. In your textbook, page 106, there is a diagram which explained about different types of study design, which is the details types of explanation of different types of study that you can adopt into your research. With that, I end the first sections of my lecture.